Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thanks so much for joining me for another 5 Easy Step card tutorial. We're going to just jump right in. We're using some Spellbinders Club kits today. We're using the Stencil of the Month Club kit for June and also the Clear Stamp and Die of the Month Club kit for June. I had created a card video using a few more clubs. I'll link that at the end if you want to check it out. But let's jump into our 5-step card. Starting off with step number 1, we're going to create our focal point. And believe it or not, our focal point today is going to be the anchor. When you have stamp sets like this that are mostly sentiments and they include a little embellishment image, you can actually create a card with it. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to take the anchor and we're just going to stamp this on a piece of white cardstock. And we don't have to color it too much. Let me go ahead and stamp this with my Memento ink. I'm actually going to bring in my embossing mat from my Empress Mini because the surface that I stamp on is really hard, and I find that if I put my embossing mat underneath when I stamp, I get a better impression versus stamping on my hard surface. Okay, that's our image, and all I'm going to do is bring in a Copic marker. This is W1, and I'm going to go over it. And then I'll do a little shading with my W3. We'll just add a little shading. You don't really need to, since it's so small, you really don't need to do too much. But for the rope, I'm actually going to use my R37, my red ink, and just go over the rope here. Okay, and then that is my focal point. I'm going to take the coordinating die, and we will cut this out. And then while I'm cutting this out, I'm also going to take a piece of pop-up foam, and I'll cut out the image with foam also. It'll just be easier to mount on my frame. And speaking of frame, I'm bringing in a die set from Spellbinders. This one here is called the Scallop Labels and Tag die set. The two smallest, if you layer together, it will create a tag frame. So I'm going to do this on the same cardstock. Actually, you know, let's do a different color. So I'll create a background with the tag, but the insert piece that will create the frame, I'm going to bring in some yellow cardstock. Let's create a yellow frame with this. So to do that, I will line these two up. So a frame with this one, a background with this. I'll be right back. We're going to add some glue behind the tag that goes on top, and we're just going to layer both together. To make a small image bigger, it's always nice to add a frame to it. There we go. And then I have my foam that I die cut out. We're going to add some glue behind here, and then we can pop this up. Now normally I like to put an eyelet through my tag, but I'm going to add my anchor right over the circle here, so you're not going to be able to see it. And that is going to be my focal point. Moving along to step number 2, which is creating our home panel, I'm going to bring in an embossing folder. This one is the 3D embossing folder. It's called Castaway. I love the netting on here, or the rope. Let me see. You see how the rope is? I think it goes really well with the rope on the anchor. But I'm going to emboss some vellum. This is the 3D embossing folder, and I mentioned last time that I haven't used Spellbinders vellum on 3D, so we're going to give it a go. I'm going to bring in that same Scallop Labels tag die, take a larger one. I'm going to die cut out a home panel with this. I'll be right back. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it to this bottom corner, and I'm going to see if we can emboss this. It may crack, it may not. We'll see what it does. And you know, it embossed beautifully, but look how lovely that is. You can really see that rope detail. I love how it just pops. So this will be my home panel. I'm going to take my focal point And I think I'm going to pop this up with some foam tape, and we're going to place it right here in the center. Now we're going to move along to step number 3, which means we're going to create our greeting. I'm going to bring back our stamp set, and we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to stamp the greeting that says "Anchors Away to an Amazing Birthday." Usually for my greetings I use VersaFine, but I've been loving this new ink here. I will stamp this, and then I'm going to take the coordinating die and I will cut this out. I went ahead and put foam tape behind here, and then we're going to layer our sentiment right over the bottom here of our tag, and that's all there is to our sentiment. I'm going to put this to the side, and we're going to work on step number 4, which is creating our background. This is where our stencil will come in. There's a layering stencil in here, and then there's a background stencil. I love the background. We're going to use this, but the layering is 3 pieces, and it's so cool. I love that you have so many stencils with the Stencil of the Month Club kit. Okay, we're going to put these back. This could be so many things. It could be like wind. It could be ocean waves. And I thought we would do ocean waves on the bottom and then like a sunset on top. So I'm going to bring in 3 inks. I have Paradise, Marigold, and Berrylicious. All of these are my Pink Fresh Studio inks. Really, all you'll need is a red, a yellow, and a teal or a blue. And I'm going to start off at the top using my Berrylicious, and we're going to add some red here. And then I'm going to fade my red out. And then I'll bring in my Marigold, which is my yellow ink next. And we're going to ink some of that red that we added together. So now we have red, orange, and yellow. I'm going to wipe off my stencil carefully. It is a little bit delicate. You want to be real careful with it. And then this is where I'm going to add my Paradise. My Paradise, I'm going to go intense on the bottom. And then I'm just going to kind of fade up into that yellow. That's all there is to that. And let's go ahead and wipe off the stencil, and we will take a look. Isn't that so much fun? Okay, I am going to bring in my paper trimmer. We're going to trim this down to 3 3/4 inches by 5. And I like to do both sides. So this will go 3 3/4. We'll take a little bit off the bottom, flip it around, and we'll go to 5 inches. And that will be my background. I'm going to add some adhesive. Now I'm going to take this panel, making sure the blue's on the bottom. I'm going to adhere it to my card base. And then I'll take my home panel. I'm just going to add some adhesive directly behind my vellum, so you can't see it. And then this is going to go right in the middle. Now I'm going to move along to step number 5, which means it's time to embellish. I'm going to bring in some white twine, and then I'm going to tie a bow with it. And then I'll take my bow, and then I'm going to attach it to the top of my anchor, just to add a little extra texture there. And then I'm finally going to finish it off with some Spellbinders Aquamarine gems. And I say this every time I use them, but this is probably my favorite blue gem that Spellbinders has, because there's an iridescent tint to these. They're just not blue. They're just really pretty color. But I'm going to add a few gems here. Small focal point, but it sure packs a lot of punch, especially when you have a colorful background. I just love that. In fact, this came together so quickly that we have a little extra time, so I want to do a bonus card. And basically we're going to do the same thing. The only difference is my focal point is going to be a lighthouse. I'm going to die cut out a lighthouse with the large die of the month club kit, and I already put it together, but if you want to know how I put it together, I'll link that video at the end, okay? Because I created the same lighthouse. I didn't add my door, I just add some gray cardstock under here. I didn't add the stripes, I colored them in with my Copic marker. It's going to be covered with my greeting. And just in case, you can see behind it, I just put some stripes with some red marker. And I added a flag, and then I added a couple extra light beams. That's my focal point. Now for my home panel, I used the same embossing folder we did for our first card. And the only thing is I just trimmed it. I trimmed it down. Let me grab mine. I trimmed it to 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 inches. And it was using the same embossing folder that we used for our first card. Okay, I'm just going to take my lighthouse and I'm going to add some adhesive behind here. And we're just going to tack this right in the middle. So we have our focal point, home panel. Now we need step number 3, which is our greeting. I stamped and die cut out "Thanks for lighting the way." I mentioned it was going to cover up those stripes. Now for my step number 4, which is my background. I just created the same background that I created for my first card. We're just going to add some adhesive behind here. Place it on our card base. And then I can go ahead and add this right to the middle. There we go. And that's all there is to that. It's a little bit of a larger image, but since the greeting is a little bit smaller, it turned out really nice. For step number 5, which is embellishing, we're going to use the same aquamarine gems. And we'll just add a few here and there. And then that will finish off that card. So you get a bonus card that looks very similar, just using a different focal point element. But I hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.